Finally, one of the things I'm aware of in this passage is the patience and the persistence of Jesus. When he's recounting the lesson to the disciples, he brings up the feeding of the 5,000 that happened a couple chapters previous. And he also says names the feeding of the 4,000. 2 different occasions, same lesson. It's like that in our lives too, I think. I was talking to a colleague this week who was telling me that he's in a season of learning again in a particular area of his life. And he commented about how God brings us back around sometimes to help us learn a similar lesson in a new way, or to bring deeper levels of understanding, freedom, and liberation. Think back to what is your remote place. What's the lesson that Jesus is exposing in your life? Let me remind you that Jesus is patient and he's persistent. He brought them back. They did the feeding of the 5,000, did the feeding of the 4,000. Jesus is not in a hurry. He knows you. He loves you. He has compassion on you. He is persistent. Jesus is persistent, and he is patient. He's not going to abandon you. I think we need to remember that. He's not going to abandon you if you don't get it right the first time. His compassion extends to you, and he is sufficient.